Hello, Namaste, Salam Alaikum, Sastriyakal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. You know, I love yogurt, curd. So I make various variations with it, but today I am going to show you how to make a yogurt cake. That is a curd cake. You know, we all love dahi. So we are going to use the dahi to make this cake. So let's learn how to make this. So first we are going to separate the egg yolk and whites. So, you know, it is very easy to separate the yolks and white. What you do is just break the egg into half. You have to just transfer the yolk from one half of the egg to the other half. Then you will be able to separate the yolk. Just make sure that none of the yellow part comes into the whites, because when you beat the whites with the yolk, it will not aerate properly. So that is another method. The another easy method is you will be able to just break the egg and just put this yolks into the finger, and the white will pass through, and then you will be able to transfer the yolk separately. There is no yolk in this whites, so when I beat them, they will nicely froth good. Now we are going to whisk these yolks using a hand blender here, and we are going to add sugar for around 3 large eggs. Otherwise, if you are using small eggs, you can use 4 eggs. In this, add around 1½ cup of sugar. Just mix the sugar with this yolk so that it does not fly. Now, you know, it is better to use powdered sugar or caster sugar. This sugar is taking little longer time than I expected to melt, but that is okay. Now this is all nicely melted. Now we are going to add ghee. You know, a lot of people use oil, but for me in this I want to add ghee, but add little by little, do not add too much. And for this we are going to use ½ cup of ghee. Now this really looks like mayonnaise. In this we are going to add some vanilla essence, and another flavoring is cardamom powder and a little bit of ginger powder. This is optional. You want to add, you can add it. Now we are going to incorporate yogurt into this, and in this you can also add dry fruits also into this, like the cherry and tutti fruities. Okay. In fact, a lot of times whenever I add it in the cake, I always mix it in the flour and add, but for this mixture that is okay. Okay. This is all ready. Now I have this my yogurt, ghee, sugar, yolk mixture all ready, and here is baking powder, and I am going to add it in the flour. 1½ tablespoon of baking powder for 2½ cups of all purpose flour, and just I am going to mix this first and then keep it aside. Okay. Make sure this is mixed nicely, and now I have got egg whites. I need to beat the egg whites. Whenever we beat the egg whites in the hotel, we add a little bit of cream of tartar, but usually at home you do not carry cream of tartar, so you can also add a little bit of salt, but first we are going to beat it a little bit and then we are going to add salt. For beating these eggs, just whisk them a little bit and then we are going to add pinch of salt. Okay. If you have cream of tartar, that is even more better, but otherwise this is good. Just for around 3 or 4 egg whites, you can add pinch of salt. You know, for many years we used to beat these egg whites with our hands using a whisk, but nowadays we are lucky, you know, in a lot of homes you can get this. And also the salt or the cream of tartar I said we add, that is to stabilize these whites. Okay. Now when the eggs are beaten stiff, that is good enough, and we are going to take this flour and the soda mixture, and then we are going to mix it in this yogurt mixture, and you know, you are not going to make it like a dough or anything, you are just going to mix it as if you are folding. Okay. Once the flour is all folded in, then we are going to add the egg whites. Look at this mixture, this is all perfect. See, the most delicate part is, you know, trying to retain as much aeration from the egg whites. So what we are going to do is we are going to add 2 portions. We are going to add first 1/2 into this. This half you are going to fold in like when you fold it the first half, lot of aeration will be gone. Okay, but the second half we will try and retain as much as possible, but you are going to fold it in carefully so that you want the cake to be nicely aerated. Okay, now we are going to add the entire egg white into this. Okay, and now this time we will be very carefully, we will fold this mixture so that we can retain as much aeration as possible. Now this mixture is all ready. We are going to pour into 2 molds, one for myself, one I have to take it home from the studio. We are going to bake this in the oven at 180 degrees centigrade for around 45 to 50 minutes. After baking it for good enough time and you all know how to check if the cake is done or not, just take a knife, insert it, and the knife has to come clean, then your cake is done perfect. After baking for almost 50 minutes, this awesome cake is all ready, and you can cut it the shape you want. I usually, when I cut the cake, I love to cut them into nice roundels and they will come out perfect. Make sure you let this cool down slightly. This is still a little bit warm, but that's okay. Look at each of these pieces, I'm just going to spread it like this, just so that you see that these are so perfectly done. And even though we added yogurt and made this, they not only look perfect, look at the way nice and spongy. And then all you need to do is enjoy this. See, these cakes are specially made to enjoy it with, tea, coffee, or as evening snack. And they taste fantastic. Awesome flavor of a little bit of the ginger and cardamom powder also. Wow, easy to make, and make sure you serve them warm and then they taste fantastic. Wow, look at this. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed today's session of learning how to make this very simple yogurt dahi cake, and make sure you make it and you will thoroughly enjoy it. But do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at VahRehVah.com so others can benefit from your Git cooking. Wow, this is good.